everyone. For those of you just joining, my name is Carrie, and I'm a distributor with Kangen Water Ionizers and an online business success coach. And today I just wanted to come on here and do a quick little video before we launch into our new year. So this week I'm not going to talk about water or the business. Today I actually just wanted to share a yearly tradition that I adopted about 7 years ago, and it has made such a profound shift in my own life that I felt called to share it with you this week. So years ago, I was working with a life coach and business coach, and she challenged me, instead of setting New Year's resolutions that I may or may not stick to for the year, instead to choose a word of intention for the year. So that year, in December of 2014, instead of making a New Year's resolution, I chose a word. I chose a word of intention for 2015. A word to learn from, a word to be challenged by, and a word to be expanded by. The word that I chose that first year was authentic. And let me just tell you, I learned so much about myself that year. And when everything that identifies me is stripped away, I learned who I am at the core. What I stand for, what are my beliefs, and how do I show up for myself and for others. And I certainly had to put myself in some extremely difficult, extremely uncomfortable, and identity-shattering situations that year in order to crack myself open. But what I discovered by the end of that year was myself, the authentic version of me. That first year was so full of ups and downs and struggles, and every single one of them was needed in order to help me uncover my true, authentic self. And because that first year was so successful, so wildly successful, I have continued this tradition every year, and each year I've chosen an amulet with a crystal that holds meaning and energy related to my word of choice. And every single year, the universe has risen to the occasion, providing me with challenges and lessons to facilitate my growth and understanding around my word of choice and my word of intention. Every single year, the word that I end up choosing surprises me, and I never get anywhere near what I'm expecting from the start of the year to the end of the year. For example, in 2016, I chose the word trust, thinking that I would learn how to trust others. And what I really learned in reality was how to trust myself and my own intuition. And that for me, trusting others isn't the issue. Trusting myself was. In 2017, I chose the word love, thinking that this would open the door to me finding my partner and a magical relationship. And in reality, I ended up learning how to love and care for myself that year. I learned how to give myself the love that I had been withholding and was so desperately craving from a partner that I wanted so badly to appear. In 2018, I chose the word inspiration, hoping to find out what it was that really lit up my soul. And somehow I ended up manifesting 17 trips out of the state or out of the country in a 10-month time span that year. And I learned that travel is so incredibly inspiring to me. It absolutely lights me up. It lights up my soul. And I feel so alive and so connected getting to explore different places and meet new people. In 2019 and 2020, I chose passion and purpose, respectively. And in that time frame, I had to make a hard decision to leave a business that I had poured my blood, sweat, and tears into for almost 20 years, because it was no longer in alignment with my path or my purpose, and I was no longer passionate about that business. I chose to move out of state and move to a new state and a new city where I knew no one, because my intuition told me to go. And there I've felt so at home. I've made incredible friendships, and I've aligned with my true purpose. And for 2021, this coming year, I've chosen the word connection. The world right now is in such an interesting space, and our normal ways of connecting with people are being challenged. We can't just go to dinner or go to lunch with a friend. We can't just go to a concert or go to a movie. Our in-person connections have been prevented, have been stopped, have been challenged. And I think that gives me an incredible opportunity to develop new ways of creating and building connections with people. Like so many of you, I crave intimate, deep, meaningful connections. And I've always found it easier to connect with people in person So, with connection as my word of intention for 2021, I'm excited to see what lessons and challenges and opportunities for growth show up and are presented. As we are coming to the end of 2020, which has been an interesting year to say the least, I am so grateful for the blessings and the opportunities that this year has given me. My purpose has become clearer, and I am in alignment with my path. As we are looking forward to the future and to 2021, I would like to challenge each of you to choose your own word of intention this coming year and to see how things unfold for you, to see what beautiful lessons and what challenges for growth show up for you this year. I want to just take this time right now to say thank you so much for joining me today, for spending your time with me on these videos this year. I really hope your New Year's and your New Year's Eve are happy and beautiful and safe. I'm sending you so much light and love wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you again in 2021.